Good morning. I'd like to say a few words about trust this morning. Trust is the answer. Trust doesn't appear in any of the cities of the gene keys. You may notice that. It's not a city. But it underlies them all. Trust is you have to trust in those cities. You have to trust in those shadows. You have to trust that those shadows will reveal those gifts. And almost every issue confronting humanity is an issue of trust at the deepest level. So think about the things in your life that make you feel uncomfortable. The reason they feel uncomfortable is because you don't fully trust them. Not fully. If you fully trusted them, then they wouldn't make you feel so uncomfortable. You may still suffer, but there wouldn't be an unease in you around them. So trust everything. That is our learning. That is what we're here for. That is the single message of the Gene Keys, to remind us, trust everything. That means that when, you find a lump somewhere in your body, you trust it. You trust that it's there for a reason. It's there to tell you something. If you get ill, trust the illness. It's telling you something. Even that it's your time. Trust the timing of your departure. Trust even terrible things in the world. Trust the world. Look at the world. We look at the headlines. Someone asked me recently, why don't I say more about politics? I trust it. I'm not a political thinker. But look at the things that happen in the world, and understand that underneath them all is a sense of deep trust. All will be well. All is well. Everything is just the working out of what the ancients call the Tao. Trust the Tao. Trust Dharma. The Dharma, the teaching. That everything is just playing itself out perfectly. Now I know that there's a danger in saying everything's perfect, because everything is very far from perfect from the human view. And that could lead to, misunderstandings, because you see someone suffering terribly and there's nothing perfect about that, it seems. But yet there is, at a deep level, that there is a deep teaching in that person's suffering, for them and for everyone else around them. And that's what we have to trust underneath. We don't have to like it, but we have to trust it. And so for you in your life, really consider trust. And when you find yourself critical of something or someone, think about this trust. What is it about that person that makes you uncomfortable? And trust that then. Trust the teaching that is bringing you. There's nothing like trust. Imagine yourself trusting everything, every second trusted, every second. That's awakening, that's self-realization. That's what it is. Absolute trust, absolute surrender. And again, this is a subtle thing. It can be misunderstood. Does that mean we don't have to do anything? Of course not. Of course it doesn't mean that. So if someone comes at you with something negative, does that mean I don't do anything? Of course not. You have to trust in your response. You have to trust in what response comes up naturally for you, and trust in the teaching that comes out of that. And if you react angrily or whatever, you'll get a learning, you'll get a teaching from that. and that's to be trusted in. And then maybe the next time you won't react so strongly, and the trust will have of the teaching will have taught you something. It's all education. We are here on this planet for education. We are not here necessarily to enjoy heaven. We'll have moments of that. And unless we are one of those rare people who has made that transition into pure trust, then most of our life is educational. We're here to learn, and we're learning trust. That is the bottom line. And trust is a cellular experience. It is a cellular deep knowing, a deep relaxation in the cells of the body. So you can trust something mentally, but it takes, or you can trust it even emotionally, but for it to come into the body, that's the deepest kind of trust, for you to let go of it completely so that it doesn't disturb your nervous system. So trust in the coming and going of humans, and the coming and going of our dramas, and the changing shapes of the weather, internal and external, and the ridiculous dramas of the global stage, and the hilarious sometimes players on that stage. Hilarious in the sense that they're Shakespearean. Some of those wonderful characters that we see in Shakespeare, they're all on the world stage. They're playing out those plays, and we're participating in that as well, both as player and as audience. So I offer you this contemplation this morning on trust, deep trust, cellular trust. Just something to take into your day and just contemplate the places where you trust and the places where you don't trust.